It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good evening for... It's right there. It's right there. Good evening for Flippinar 239. Tonight's topic: your family says wholesaling houses is a waste of time. So we can answer that question and a lot more. Got Adria here. We missed last week. Renikia will be back next week. This is real simple. If you want to join us on the live, text the word Gator to the number. Text the word Gator to the number to join us on the live. Subscribe, share, like, please, and follow, depending on what platform that you're on. Please do that for us. Here are the times. We're on Monday through Wednesday between 3:45 Eastern, Thursdays at around 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Check local listings. VIP set of videos to get you going in the right direction. These are some good foundational videos. You know, I have the large playlist. So make sure text the word VIP or the letters VIP. If you want to partner with us, it's a work in progress tremendously, but some simple rules here, man. If you have a property, you're thinking about putting it under contract, you want to work with us, only submit it. If you go to Zillow, which is not the best way to do it, but the other way is too complicated for the masses. It is what it is. We got enough data to say so. If it's not 50% the value of what Zillow says their value is, their estimate, we're not going to be interested. You know, we're not going to be who you can want to partner with. We'll probably lose some opportunities there, but we're getting too much stuff that has no chance of being a deal. So if you text 5050, I explain this in more detail to you. But yeah, we're not going to probably be who you want to work with if it's not at 50% of Zillow price. Example, you got a property, if the estimate says it's worth $240,000, if you don't have it for $120,000 or below, we're not going to be interested. Boom. Over to you, AP.
All right, you heard it first here. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday evening. We're almost to the mid of October. Yeah, might as well say we are. We're in the final quarter.
I think we're a quarter of October right now.
Okay.
October 6th.
Yeah, so we're not even halfway through.
I know. I thought you said we were.
No,
Oh,
not quite. But plenty of time. I'm trying to say plenty of time to
Yes.
start wholesaling before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Rake you up some Christmas money.
Yeah.
Some end of the year before tax money. Yeah, absolutely. So you're in the right place. As Ty mentioned, this is a place where we talk about creative real estate investing, focusing on wholesaling, which you can do with little to no cash or credit. We are live across all social media platforms, and we're thanking you for being here with us today. Black Nate on Instagram says, don't listen to your family. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the topic of today's show closer to the end. So keep telling friends that they can join us. I like to do a roundabout shout out. So Healthy G Mom, thank you for joining us today. Let's see here. Michelle McDonald, Cheyenne Zuri Mom, Chris McLean, Carlton, Janice, AJ Middleton, JC, thank you all for joining us. JC hailing from the Bay Area in California. You users on Instagram and TikTok, I won't try to name those names, but I see you and thank you for being here. As Ty mentioned, if you want to join us live and get bumped to the front of the line and ask your question along with follow-up questions, text the word Gator, Gator, to 205-964-5243. All right, so let's jump into this thing here. You post the questions, I'll read the questions, Ty will answer the questions. So, Healthy G Mom, you got like the first 10 chat boxes. So hopefully all these go in sequence. Shout out to you from Los Angeles, California, USA. Okay. I love how you're doing your best to educate us. I need a little bit of hand holding. What is the difference between you working with us on a deal and signing up and being a student of yours? I have been saving money to be a student of yours simply because I do not have anyone here in Los Angeles, California to help me and want to take time to help me because of my disability. I have been driving for dollars and found a lot of homes. Today I found one and was taping and the lady Sheila ran outside and she started to tell me the house needs lots of work. I videotaped and I have the address. I don't have skip tracing yet. I'm in the process of purchasing 3.0 batch leads, but I didn't want to purchase anything because I first need your help as a student. Like I said, I've been saving for your class and watching videos. Much love and respect. Shout out from Los Angeles. Sorry, I'm talking a lot, but I'm ready to win. Actually, you didn't say a word. I read it off, so I talked a lot for you. So thank you. Thank you, Healthy G Mom, for joining us.
So the main part of that question is, what's the difference between
getting all this free information and utilizing it and just educating yourself, learning, and then jumping out there and putting it into action, or the hand-holding student services?
Well, obviously being able to, so the difference between actually just dealing with me directly or, you have the training and then having me where you can actually get my help on a day-to-day basis or as much as you need. It can be the difference in everything, in the sense that you're going to have access to someone with 20 years of experience in this. All right. Now, that's costly to have that access because it gets into my time or whatever. But the free option, I think, is really good also. It just may take a little longer to get where you want. The difference would be is that with the free, you have this. Okay, now you have the free videos. That's where the VIP becomes very important. Texting the word VIP, the letters VIP. And you can tackle those videos. Now you still need to watch more videos, but those will get you going in the right direction to get a real understanding of what it is that you're doing here. And then you have these daily live streams that, where we answer the questions. You can come on if you text the word Gator. You can actually come on the live stream with us, and you can get multiple questions answered. So, and then what else we got? Oh, if you post your questions in the comment section of any YouTube video, I answer those on a daily basis. So it's all here. It's on the free side. It just may take a little longer, but it's hard to put a value on free, especially when you get an amount of information needed to do what you're trying to accomplish, which is make money closing these deals. So.
All right. So there you go. You have that answer there, G-Mom. Okay. So, hey, Joel Chavez, Andre Wright said, what's happening? If you didn't see it, it's down there. He's talking to you. Okay. But Joel says, hello, Flipman team. If the real estate market crashes, do you think there will be more homes to wholesale at a deeper discount?
I wish I could predict the future on that. I don't know what that means, what would actually happen, but opportunities will still exist. There's no way for me to answer what I think. Well, I have no idea. I'd be in a different business if I knew that answer. Just have no idea. And quote unquote, the crashes, that can be defined in so many ways. It's hard to say, man. That's one of those things that you don't know until it happens. But I do know this: unless they make houses free, there still will be endless opportunities.
Okay. Let's see here. Diving right into it. Janice says, hello, Flipman. I hope you have had a beautiful day.
I was just thinking about that, Janice, today. We hadn't had rain in a couple of weeks.
Won't be for another 10 days.
Great. Love it.
But when it does, it's going to bring in that cold front. And it's
oh, yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. It's been beautiful. It rained like a summer gun this summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yes, I'm glad you think so. The Key Look Hair Salon says the ebook is very helpful. Okay, that's great. Glad you got that and were able to download it and utilize the services. So Derek Farrell says you're a wholesaler.
Who, me?
That's the question.
Yeah.
You're a wholesaler?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, there you have it. What else you want to know? Oh, it rained 6 days straight in Maryland. Keep that up there. Keep that up there.
We had some of them weeks in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Summer rain. Name that song, y'all. Okay. So Hey Human says the market crashes all the time. It's just your due diligence that'll help you make proper business decisions. Flipman has a lot of great content to learn from. All right, there you have it. Hey, Pittsburgh area, say hey. That's from AJ Middleton. I see you. So Cassapeing says, hey, Flipman, what do I do when I'm dealing with a seller that doesn't want to use the one-page contract?
What do you do when you're dealing with a seller that doesn't want to deal with your What do you do with a seller that doesn't want to use the one-page contract that I give away?
Yeah,
that's a deal breaker. It's a deal breaker. And on the seller side of it, you must control the contract that's being used and where it closes. Now, if a real estate agent is involved, that's different. But if you're dealing directly with the seller, you must control the contract and where it closes.
All right, there you have it. Okay, first up joining us is Robert Talton. Give me a wave if you're ready, Robert.
Mr. Talton, good evening.
I ain't brought mine yet. There you go.
Good evening, sir. How are you today?
Oh, I'm great. What about yourself?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, I've been procrastinating doing this, but I want to just get into it right now. I want to do virtual wholesaling from my house. So I know I need to do join to what is it, MLS? Is it what I need to do? Join the get into virtual wholesaling.
It's going to be some options out there for it. If you text the word Flippinar to the number, that's going to be a really good option. Once you get to the page, scroll down and you'll see the video training. Don't select the get started button because that'll take you to the payment page or whatever. You want to scroll down and watch the actual video. And that particular tool, which is Privy, is going to be a good option to get started if you're going to do this virtually.
Well, I did that already. I watched the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're ready to, you should be ready, and which they have additional training, but you should be ready to pull the trigger and rock and roll. Let's get it.
Okay. So I just need to go and what is it? Pay my fee?
Yes, sir. You need to get going. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I go to Privy, just pay it and go to Privy.
Yeah. If you text the word Flippinar, the page that it's going to take you to, it'll allow you to sign up. Also, just hit select get started.
Flippinar. Okay. Sure will. Thank you, sir.
All right. No problem at all. What he's on YouTube. I'll put it in the chat here. I'll put the link in the chat.
Okay. Putting the link in the chat for you, Mr. Talton.
All righty. Thank you, dear.
All right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Andre Wright, that's right. Carl Thomas, Summer Rain. Hey,
Well,
the song that I was singing, he named it. I said, name that tune. Andre named it.
okay. Yeah.
Win some prize. I don't know what the prize is. You just win a shout out. Hey, Andre. Okay, so that's what we got. So hopping into Mr. Jason Butler, I'm excited to hopefully work with you. Okay, I hear you. So Reek 23 wants to know, as far as finding land, how big does the lot need to be?
It can be, there's really no rhyme or reason on it. If the numbers work, if it's in it, I can't even say that. I can't even give you an answer because it's just so broad. You can do definitely less than an acre, less than a quarter of an acre. Because it just be a normal lot, maybe less than 1/10 of an acre, depending on where it is. The numbers just have to make sense, in which that's part of the problem. when trying to evaluate land. But the size is irrelevant if the numbers work, and there's potential buyers for it, obviously.
Okay. So forever.anyway _ wants to know, is it true that you can only do one deal per year in Chicago?
Yeah. So they're asking, is it true to do one deal per year in Chicago if you don't have a license? Yeah, in the state of Illinois, yeah. That's the from the last time I checked, that's the
Rules and regulations.
yeah, that's the current situation. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for answering that. So let's dive into our next question. Just jury mom, what to do if you're doing comps on a property and there's no comps currently in the area?
And back to the Chicago thing now. If do I have if you text me, I'll send you a video to explain another option you can take that, legally, of course, that you can take advantage of even if you don't have a license or whatever. And plus, if you text if I just put the link there in the chat also, you can also wholesale nationwide. So.
All right. Thank you.
I think that link should work. Let's see.
Andre wants to know, so with interest rates rising, have you changed your approach to comping properties?
Yeah, most definitely. Just look if there's so they're asking because the interest rates have went up, they've basically doubled since this time last year, which has affected the activity as far as the number of sales and the high appreciation that we've seen, the fast appreciation that we've seen in certain markets. So yeah, but within any time frame, you always want to try when you're comping, try to look for properties that are sold, as close as to today as possible. So you're trying to look for stuff for definitely from July to now. Going beyond July, it gets more cloudy on what real numbers are depending on the market. Now, if you're in markets where you're comping properties, maybe in the hundreds of thousands, maybe when I say 100, I mean like 100, 150, not going to be that much difference regardless. But once you start to get, above 200, 300, the higher you get, there was some real appreciation there based on how low the interest rate was compared to now.
All right. Let's see here. So Cassipine asked earlier about that one-page contract. And we talked about controlling the deal, the contract where you close, and unless it's with a real estate agent. So the question is, how is it different with the real estate agent? I was trying to make a deal with one and they didn't want to use the one-page contract, but I didn't feel comfortable with them making the contract.
Well, see, what you have to understand when you deal with a real estate agent and you're talking about the paperwork, they are licensed by whatever state the property is located in. And so because of that license, they are normally only going to use the approved contract by the board of realtors for that particular state and or market. So they're not going to use any other contract because that contract has been served up by attorneys to make sure that all I's are dotted and all T's are crossed to protect the agent. So they're not going to use any other contract, period, which is fine as long as the terms allow you to do what you want to do what you want to do. So,
all right,
and just dealing with agents, there's more to it than that, but we're just specifically talking about the contract.
All right, guys, don't forget, you can join us. Don't wait too late. Text the word GATOR, Gator, to 205-964-5243.
Gator.
You know, we're from the country. It's Gator. It's yeah, not tour. Okay.
Tor.
So Benji Wine says, hello, thank you for the content. I have heard you ask people, did they go back and see if Bandit signs were still standing? Do people actually remove them? I'm new and I just ordered the ebook.
Welcome aboard. What was her name again?
That was Benji.
Welcome aboard, Benji, and she's talking in particular about bandit signs. And to answer your question, yes, people will remove your signs. One of the most discouraging things you could ever do, Adria, is what?
Put up a sign and go back and they take it down.
In what time frame?
Less than a day.
Less than a day. What's more discouraging is
When
you put up
sign,
you put up 50 of them, and the next day all of them are down. What's even more discouraging than that is you put out 100 of them and they all down the next day. So that's why it's important to do your recon. What's recon short for? I know you know. I know I just can't say it.
Recognizance? Are you talking about like when you go back
in the military?
Mission?
Yeah. The recon is reconnaissance or recon.
I just said that.
I meant
Recognizance.
Yeah. You're doing your recon, doing your research, right? You're going to go out and see where other signs are being placed, and hopefully you can tell with the signs that appear to have been there a while. I'll say, I could probably get away with mine here also. Now, if you go into an area you don't see any signs, doesn't mean you can't get away with them, but more than likely it means you can't get away with them. You know what I'm saying? So now nothing prevents you from testing. What I mean by that, you put out 5-10 signs, wait 3 or 4 days, and they're still up. Then you may want to put out another 5 or 10 in that general same area or whatever, and compound from there. But if you go back and all of them are down, then hey, no, you're not going to be able to get away with sign in that particular area. So you have to do your research. A lot of times you have to get outside of your comfort zone, right? And just being real about it. In most cases, you can get away with bandit signs in most cities in the areas where the lower priced houses are for whatever that city is. In most cases, if you're going to be able to get away with them, because normally they have other things going on in those particular parts of the city that's more important than bandit signs. And you know why.
All right. So Winston Edward has a question. If that's a deal, if that's a deal that is in pre-sale, which means construction has not started yet, and the developer is given an opportunity to buy for 50 to 60K below market, can we wholesale this?
Well, okay, so he's basically saying someone's doing a construction, and we'll just say that they're going, they could sell it. It would appraise at 300,000. But they would sell it to you for 250 before they complete it. Now, the problem with that is that the buyer that you would try to wholesale it to is going to need a mortgage in most cases. And so that makes it difficult to wholesale when you got a lender involved like that.
All right. So Mr. Jason Butler wants to know, do you know much about the Roanoke, Virginia area?
Roanoke. Virginia. No, I don't. But I would love to research here quickly. And
here we go.
I love to know populations, man. That's my thing. That's my thing.
Roanoke, Alabama too.
Yeah, is that up by Gaston somewhere?
Look here. I'm on left and right on the highway.
All right. So let me see what the metro, it says 99,000, which is big enough. You could do some deals there. So the metro area of Roanoke, am I saying that? Roanoke, is 315,000. So that's definitely big enough to get down. You can eat consistently.
Yeah. As one of those cities that we're probably saying wrong because we're trying to say it phonetically, and living there, they probably say something else. Like how we say Appalachian Mountains, but if you get someone from there, they say Appalachia. Appalachia or something. They
I'll give you one. I'll give you one better than that.
What's that?
Now you may know, every got doggone thing. It's spelled. This is in Mississippi. It's spelled Gautier.
So Gaunter.
Gautier.
Gauntier. But what is it? It's not Gauntier. Tier. It's Gaunter.
Let me see if Google will pronounce it, if it's gonna do it right. Let me see. Let me see.
Okay, wait, have I been to this place?
No, you ain't been.
Gaucher.
It's Gaucher.
And what did I say?
Gautier. You said Gautier.
I said Gautier.
Yeah.
Gaucher.
It's Gaucher.
Close. I can see Shay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gaucher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went too fast.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Okay, so going back to Roanoke, what if you're not sure of the market value, but the area itself has a property value of $210,000, and I like to open up the market out here in Roanoke with you?
Well, I'm not sure. Say that again.
What if you're not sure of the market value, but the area itself has a property value of $210,000?
Well, you just have to take it house by house, because you're going to have different price ranges in each area. Now, again, I've tried. And for you all out there that get it, fine. But for those that want to partner with me, don't matter what the property value is. Go to Zillow, whatever that says, 50%.
At least.
At least.
Mm-hmm. Preferably low.
Preferably lower. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it like this. If it's livable 50%, not livable 70%.
75.
It might do that. That sounds good too.
Because they just sending over anything.
They sending over anything, man. I'm just being real.
I sent you 10 properties, weren't you?
And I get mad.
They was all trash. Trash. Just because it's empty.
I didn't say that.
Okay, I did. Just because it's empty in the grass, I don't make it a deal.
Yeah, I give up, man. I failed you all.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I have. I failed you all. That's all I can say.
Okay, he's on the theatricals now. Okay, so next.
You know, that's what I feel.
Next question from Winston Edward. Winston, I already asked your question. That was about the opportunity 50-60, the developer property.
Yeah.
So sorry. So JC, I've been living on my car for 6 months, looking to make my first deal, but in the Bay Area, the prices are too high to make it make sense.
Well, it's not too high. They're too high everywhere based on the market. I know what you mean. Like, he probably hear us talk about $100,000 property, $50,000, $10,000. Don't worry about that part of it. The prices are what they are in any market is because of what, Adria?
Huh?
The prices are what they are in any market is because of what?
The cost of living?
No, because they can afford it.
It's required.
Yeah, because people obviously can pay that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't get caught up into that. It's still going to be a deal based on that market. You know what? But the great thing about where you are is you could do the exact same thing that I do here in Birmingham, Alabama, as far as putting a deal together, find a motivated seller, find a cash buyer for it. My check is $8,000 and yours is $80,000.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. That's to your benefit, though. One deal, even if you was in Birmingham, you wouldn't have to be in your situation right now. But out there, you really wouldn't have to be in your situation. Okay, yeah, I know what the rents are, but it's always going to have different levels of anything. So.
So wishing you the best of luck, JC, but you couldn't be in a better place than right here, educating yourself on wholesaling real estate and other creative investment methods. So Paula _ the realtor says, should I revoke my license? D. First of all, is she talking to me? Like she know who I am? First of all, how she know my name? Like, that's my street name. I don't know. Do I know this person? Anyway, so if she's a realtor, you know what? Look. Should I revoke my license? So no, you can use that to your advantage, right?
No, where is she located?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, you don't put your license on pause. No, you use that to your advantage. Like, so as a wholesaler, you're going to if you're doing the proper amount of marketing, as a wholesaler, but has a real estate license, let's say it that way. If you do the proper amount of marketing, you're going to come across so many deals that you can't wholesale, but you can translate those into listings if you want. So no, that's again, the way wholesalers market and the way most realtors market, a lot of realtors like to do it through just networking. They don't like to spend, and I ain't saying all, a lot of the realtors don't like to spend money to generate leads. Whereas wholesalers, not all wholesalers, but a lot of us, we know we'll spend a lot of money to do it. But probably one of the biggest differences is our paydays are normally substantially more than most realtors. You know what I'm saying? Because they're working on percentages. We're working based on the deal. You know, sometimes we make this, but sometimes we make this or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, but no, don't cancel your license.
All right. So let's see here. Healthy G Mom, you ready to join us? Yes. How you doing?
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yo, what's happening?
Hello. Shout out to you guys from Los Angeles, California. I just love you, Flip Man. I came across your videos about 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks. And I purchased a lot of some of the programs that you had. But I know the type of person I am as a hands-on. And with all that said, I want to be a student. And I love the lady that's talking. I love her voice. So there's several things. Okay, I know I'm nervous. I apologize. And I actually have a YouTube channel, but I'm nervous talking to you because you are a helper. You are God sent. So anyways, I know I look crazy because I'm all over the place though. So I'm just keeping it real.
You're good. Hey, beautiful. Let's get it.
So I have many questions and I know I can't get them all out. But one of the main things is, with the limited income, I was hospitalized for 8 months and with pneumonia, coronavirus, they said I couldn't walk and talk. So here I am walking and talking, second chance. And I want to do this, right? I had to downsize, sell my house, sell my, Mercedes Benz. And so here I am, part 2 of my life, trying to make it happen. And the person that helped me keep from losing my house, I had to do a short sale. So I didn't lose it, but I feel like I'm in the place of these people that are distressed buyers. But that person wasn't really nice. He wasn't, like handheld. And he's like, do you want this deal or whatever? So I want to try to do.
Question on that. Did you walk away with any money on it or?
I did because I knew a little. I know the other part. So as a parent, as a homeowner before, I knew I had equity in my house.
Yeah.
So I said, listen, I need something to relocate. I got over a lot of money. I would say like $10,000, right?
Okay.
But that's because I knew what was in the house in equity. But that's been some time now, divorced, and I got a 16-year-old son. And the person that helped me didn't really help me, like wasn't nice. And so I want to get into this because I feel like I'm one of the people that you guys are talking and trying to help in distress. Like my goal is to help people, but I don't have that knowledge like you. And I know you put some time into it and watching your older videos. I've been going back and forth, watching old videos, new videos, stuff like I'm all over the place. So I need someone to really hold my hand a little and to say, hey, because here in California, Los Angeles, no disrespect to my city that I was born, but my family is from Mobile, Alabama, right? And
whoa. Okay,
I know I got a lot.
We're not just gonna run past the Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, my mom and dad was born in Mobile, Alabama, so I'm a city girl, country wise.
What? Right? So you were born in Mobile, or they were born there?
In L.A. My parents were born in Mobile, Alabama, but my parents brought the South here to California. Okay. So I have roosters and I know all about the South.
Okay, so so the reason that's important to me is like matter of fact, when the phone just rung here, that was my brother that lives in Mobile.
We might be family. Are you serious?
Well, let me finish. Now I'm not from Mobile. The town that I'm from is like an hour and a half northwest of Mobile. It's just
Butler?
That I have,
Butler, Alabama.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. You didn't even got even closer. Okay, so to get to Butler from Mobile, you have to go through my town, which is called Millry, Millry.
I have cousins up in
200.
Yeah, so Butler is in Choctaw County, and the county I grew up in is Washington County. Butler is like 30 minutes away from where I grew up, right? Where all my folks are basically. Okay, so you know.
Well, we might have family ties. Y'all know how they used to do it down there.
Yeah.
But yeah, my parents left there because my dad. It's a whole nother story.
Well, what's your dad's? What's the people's last name in Butler?
Well, I got Ragley's. I got my dad's side is Smiths and
Okay.
Bells and Horns, right? But on my mom's side is Deloach and the Eddies and the Rackleys. They in the quarters of the. So actually, my family's all over the Gulf Shore. So they started in Mobile, Butler, and Jenkins, and so from Galveston, Texas, to Pensacola, Florida, to Mobile, Alabama. All my family's Gulf Shores. But I grew up as a kid, you know, going back and forth from Cali. So we know we've been traveling our whole life. But you know, my parents came here to try to give us a better life. You know, they were homeowners. My dad was 16. He dropped out of school. So, but he worked for the train roads and but so I know about real estate, but I never knew this part where you were teaching us.
Yes, ma'am.
And my parents got us one part. They taught us how to be homeowners, but they didn't tell us how to go about doing it. Right? They had a dream, and so we're the ones that's going to be the second part of trying to, you know, helping others. Right? Correct. I mean, that's my goal. That is my goal, is to be a helper like you.
Okay, well, so let's start with the basics.
Basically, I want to be a student. Okay,
I got you. All right, so what I like to do is I like to make sure that people, and you probably already know this, like to know what's available to you that's free, right? If you text VIP, this list of videos, if you text this to the number, this list of videos is going to get you a good foundation on how all of this works, right? Okay, so from there, you're going to still have questions, but that's what we're doing right now, the daily live streams. We do it 4 times a week. We do that Monday through Wednesday around 3:45 Eastern, which would be around, let me see. So 2, 3. So around 1 o'clock your time out on the West Coast. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, about around 1 o'clock your time, and then you know what time we're on Thursdays, or your time around I guess 5 or so. So by taking advantage of all of the daily live streams, the free videos, then if you post your question in the comment section of any video, I answer those on a daily basis. You know, it's all there for you. Just have to have the patience to consume the content and take advantage of being able to access me answering your questions on stuff you don't understand. So if you set yourself as I tell people, set yourself a 1 to 2 month goal, you're going to become an expert through my YouTube channel, and boom, you know, it's all there.
I have a lot of questions before you even started. I wrote a bunch at the beginning, so I'll wait for you to get back to that. Yes, but one that's important. So you talk a lot about prop streams, right? And then you touched on batch 3.0, batch leads, right? And I've reached out to the people at batch leads. What is your favorite? What should you do? And I was saving up to be a student. So I noticed like everything costs money, right? Yeah. As a student with minimum money, and you know you want to do the best thing, which would you advise? And then fast forward to I've been driving. I have like over 20 houses that you told me to record and taking pictures. As a matter of fact, I did some recording today, and a lady came out and saw me like, "What are you doing?" And I thought she was going to scream at me, but she didn't. She was just like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm new to the area. I'm interested in seeing you living in this house." Now, when I tell you this house, it looked vacant, like nobody lived there. Hoses all in, you know, it was cracked.
And she came outside?
The lady came outside. I was like talking to you guys, like, and this is a corner house. And I'm like, oh my God, this lady came outside. I was afraid like she was gonna, you know, but she was actually the renter. Okay. So she took my number. Okay, after a long conversation, she told me about electrical work and a whole bunch of stuff that I guess we can talk to about it later. I'm interested, but I don't know if I should waste my time because she's not the owner. She's a renter. Yeah. She was telling me bad stuff about the house. Her boyfriend been there for like 15 years, but they're living in this house. And when I tell you stuff is on the yard, you got to see this. I'm like, when you say people are living in these places and you think like, I mean, I guess times are hard. It shows like times are hard, but
well, in that situation now, we're assuming that they are renting and not squatting, right?
Well, hearsay.
Yeah, I'm saying, so we're assuming that. So, I don't know. Did she give you the owner's information?
She didn't want to do that. She said that she's friends with the owner, and I said so. She took my number. Hey, I gave her my number, and then she said, but she did say that the lady was thinking about fixing it up, but they want to. I said, well, do you know if they want to sell it? Keyword. She said yes, they want to sell it, but if you're fixing it up, it don't look fixed up. Like when I say like a tree was coming up, that needs to be. So I don't know if I'll be putting too much in. I don't really want to sell as is. Like you taught us, just try to pass it on to someone else. But it's so much done. Like, what is it called? ARV that you said we got to figure out. I don't know how to figure out the ARV.
Well, yeah. Okay. So you may want to, well, I have if you text the letters ARV to the number, right, 205-964-5243, that video is going to explain how to determine the ARV. Now, the other option, the other video that needs to go with that, text the letters GD, and that's going to help you explain what makes a deal or not, right? Which that's one of the main reasons that wholesalers fail, is because they never can figure out what makes a great deal or not. And that's everything. That's like everything. You have to be able to recognize a deal when it's presented to you, right?
Okay.
Because and I know people get excited, they hear about this. You go to the internet, you see all these properties for sale, and hey, I can just make some money out. No, it's not that simple. I wish it was that simple. Okay. In order for you to be able to actually make money on a deal with no money, you have to find a great deal, because now you have something of value if you tied up on the contract that people will pay you for to move out of the way, aka an assignment fee. All right. Okay. So that's the one thing. So you have to make sure you tackle those particular videos and try to really, really understand those.
Okay. Okay. And prop streams and
you asked a question about prop stream and batch leads. Okay, so
batch I use both.
Yeah, batch 3.0. So I use both. I am a partner / reseller of both. They are actual competitors, right? Coca-Cola, Pepsi, basically. Okay, just I'm Walmart, your local convenience store. You say both or whatever. But now you ask the actual question, which one do I prefer? It's sort of hard for me to answer that and not to evade it, because I'm partnered with it, because we use both and we use them for different things, right? Right now I couldn't imagine not having both. Now people do it without both and do it at a high level with both, but we use one for more so marketing and skip tracing. That's the batch leads, because we do text messaging, we do cold calling through the batch dialer, which those are actually two different services, but by batch. But with PropStream, and that's more of a comfort thing, because I used it first before batch. That's where we comp properties, and we also build lists there. But batch you can still do the same thing. So if you're going to do text messaging, then there's no question, batch is going to be all you need if you're going to do text messaging. Which
I haven't done any of that. The only thing I've really been doing is being ghetto fabulous and driving around.
Well, yeah,
with my little bucket.
Well, with that, then I do prefer PropStream's app when driving around. I prefer that over Batch's app. But again, if you're going to do that, but like I say, both of them cost actually Batch 3.0 has went up to I think it's $240 now, because
I saw something for $99.
That's if you're going to just probably only do the tax, the property searching, and I don't even know if you could build lists there. Of course, you can still skip trace. I'll have to check. I'll look it up right now. Hold on.
You said you can do skip trace, but there's a fee for.
Well, yeah,
everything with
any of it, you're gonna have to pay for the skip tracing. Is a pay as you go.
Okay, that's
right for the skip tracing.
So PropStream offered $99 and the other one was $200. I was gonna try to do the yearly and do the 99 and just pay skip as I go.
Mm-hmm.
But the 239 for a whole year, I can't do. Like my budget as a new person and limited, like you said, when you was at your mom, you had to save and work 2 jobs and stuff. You know, I want to get in where I can fit in and then make money, right? So, but I know I need one, and I don't know enough about the prop streams, but I've been having conversations and watching you with batch driving. You did batch driving and you did something. So
yeah, but yeah, they're moaning and groaning in the chat here.
Okay,
so
I apologize. Thank you guys for letting me take time.
But yeah, so do this for me. Join us on Monday. We can answer more questions. Also, post your questions in the comment section of any of the YouTube videos, and I will definitely answer those for you.
I did one on this bill. I have like 5 different questions.
Yeah, but no, do them on actual. Well, you can do it when this turns into a video on YouTube, and the live stream is going to be different. I won't see that question. So just pick a video besides this one and ask your questions, and I'll answer. Okay.
Okay. Thank you guys for allowing me to talk. I still have 1,000 questions. So I'm calling you Teacher Flip Man. I'll be to be continued. All right.
All right.
Shout out to you guys.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay. And it's Roanoke. We keep trying to put the A in it. No, it's just Roanoke.
Oh, Roanoke.
Roanoke.
Okay.
See, we're saying Roanoke.
Why they try to trick us with all these? Why even put the A in there then?
I don't know. It's silent.
Well, and why Gaucher and Goshee or G?
Gaucher.
G.
Maybe because it's French.
Well, I know it's French. It is French because that's close to New Orleans, so
Gaucher.
I already know that's why it's named that.
Same reason Faux ain't Fox.
Who?
Fox.
What?
Faux. You know, like faux locks. Faux could be fake. And these
I don't know what you're talking about.
ratchet hood people say Fox.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I want some faux locks. I'm getting some fox locks. Girl, get out of here. It doesn't look like a fox. Okay. So let's jump back in these questions. Fred, you ready? Yup. Boom. Hey, Fred. I can't hear you.
How you doing? You hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I spoke with you yesterday. I don't know if you remember.
Yes, sir. I do. Yes, sir.
That property's right now, like I'm gonna make the offer tomorrow. You're right. It's like 75,000 for that property. But I have another question about a mobile home, and I'm not sure. I don't know how to go about the mobile home, but somebody brought it to my attention. The lady trying to sell it for 20,000, but like I looked on PropStream, and it's telling me like I don't know if you can help me or whatever with the, like I ain't never did mobile homes. I don't know how that goes.
Well, okay, so you want to know how to evaluate a mobile home. Well, the thing with a mobile home is you have to understand that they're not evaluated like houses if land is not included. Okay, so with a mobile home, if it has to be moved, that's an expense in itself that could be a deal breaker for a lot of people. Okay. So what you'll need with the mobile home, you'll need to know the year it was manufactured, right? You'll need to know the manufacturer, the size of it, meaning the square footage of it, and obviously the condition. And then it goes back to, is land included or not? If the lot is sitting on, it may be in a mobile home park. That's a whole nother deal.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's like on a lot. He said he paying like $500 a month for the lot. So that's why I was like.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be moved in. Okay, so now it becomes a rental play basically.
Okay.
I guess. Well, not have to be a rental play. Somebody still could buy it just as a actual home and just have to pay that lot rent each month. What do you would need to know? What do mobile homes rent for in there? They have to pay the lot rent. Then what do they actually rent for though? Okay. So once you determine that, because it doesn't have to be moved, then that changes things. So you need to know how much they're renting properties for similar size in that mobile home park, and that'll let you know where you need to be. Did they give you a price?
$28,000.
Oh, you said that. Okay, so 28,000.
Like I looked on
And
PropStream and it gave me like an average comp. It said 77,000.
are you sure that was houses or that was other mobile homes you were comparing to?
It shows mobile home. It shows like the
No, I'm
lot.
saying, but it's going to show that it's the property you're targeting, but the property
Okay.
that you're comping against, you need to make sure that those are not houses that is comping
Oh
against.
yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And so yeah, you need to figure out what properties are renting for, and then you may have to. Is this close to you?
In San Antonio, yes, but it's like kind of further out in San Antonio.
I'm saying like what 30 minutes, 40 minutes, what?
It's probably like a good 20.
Oh yeah,
that's 20.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you good. Yeah, that's close enough. So you want to go out there and see if you see any properties for rent, or if you want to try to figure it out online first. But if figure out what properties are rent for, and from there we can, if you text me over the numbers, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay.
All right. Well,
all right. No problem, man.
Thank you, Fred. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. I am Hadia, DJ Chef, and Lena. Stop laughing. I guess they're laughing at me in the folks locks. Okay.
I have no idea what to talk about.
Okay. Really? Okay.
I don't. What does that mean?
Okay. So, Louisiana, Go Tigers. It's not go. They spell it G-A-U-X. Spell it the French way. Go.
That's just a marketing.
No, that's right. So this is going to me. So faux, F-A-U-X is faux. The unknowledgeables say fox, just because it has an X on it. But it's faux. Like
okay.
Go.
All right.
And so that was the joke. You know what?
You say tomato, I say
tomato.
rotten.
Potato. You know what? Okay, I need you to comp this house because Mr. Robert wanted you to do it. He was on the line and he's not. So we're gonna comp this house for Mr. Talton, and it's in the chat, the private chat. Guys, keep posting those questions, and then we're going to go directly into the topic of the evening.
Okay, what's the address?
404 Edens Avenue, Lumberton.
All right. So I'm comping this property where you're on TikTok and Instagram. We're 52 minutes in on this video. You can see the replay on YouTube. Just go in about 52 minutes to see me comp this property live. All right. So what we got here? So this is let's look. They recently paid $5,000 for it back in May of this year. They own 2 other properties. They live in this. Yeah, only own. So it is in an LLC. So I don't know what their end game is. Now I don't show any comp. So let me do this because it's only 988 square feet. So let me increase the square footage of it. I'm gonna go up to 1,500. All right, so it does give me 2 comps. All right, and so what we got here? So we got all right, let's do this first. Okay, so ours is a 1940 build, and the comps that I'm looking at, one of them is a 1978, 1995. Ideally, I would like to be within 10 years up or down, so 1945 to 1935, but you have to go with nearest and best. The lots normally we like to stay within 2,500 square feet if all possible, but ours is smaller than one, larger than another one. Now the square footage, ours is a lot smaller than these are. One of them is 1,400 and some change. The other one's 1,200 and some change, a little bit larger. Okay, so the one comp, number 2, that's on the same side as ours, was a 1995 bill. I really don't like that. And then the other one, 1978, I'm going to roll with that one. So that house sold for $60 a square foot back in July. If we multiply that times our square footage, so we're going to be right at 60,000. Okay, so with a $60,000 ARV, touchdown. $60,000 ARV, a $60,000 ARV. How big is Lumberton? Let me look at that. You know.
Whoop. I got you.
Oh, I'm already there, man.
You know what?
It's 19,000 people, and it's out. 20,000. You ever say? So it's outside of Fayetteville, which is not that big either, but big enough, I guess. But it's a little distance from Fayetteville, so we can consider that Fayetteville. So it's going to be tough to move something like this. But you know, if we're just going on the numbers here, I'm trying to get a property that's 60,000 and that old. I'm trying to get it for 10,000 or less, for sure. So hopefully that helps.
All right. Thank you. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. For y'all that can see it, I'm throwing up the screen grab. How to wholesale houses for dum-dums. No excuses when the knowledge and training is for free. That's the book Flip reading, and the folks they laughing at them. And that's the family though,
that's
right?
The family. That's the dad and the sister.
The daddy and the sister.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what Georgia at?
Who?
Georgia, the mom.
Oh, and she gone. Been long gone.
She gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at the daddy. You see why she left that clown.
Yeah, he in a shirt.
That ain't my dad. That's stepdad.
Oh my God. Okay. So
look at that clown there.
Your family says wholesaling is
a waste of time.
A waste of time. Okay.
Okay, the topic for today, your family says wholesaling houses is a waste of time. A lot of people experience this. And it is amazing whenever you learn about something you think and you haven't the mindset or you're looking for a different opportunity than what you may be doing right now. And you get excited about something. So normally when you get excited about stuff, you like to share it with people that you care about and you think care about you. Right, A?
Right.
And so so with this, with wholesaling, it sounds just really good, but at the same time, it's one of those things that like this, it sounds too good to be true. Right. And it is one of those rare opportunities that your current financial situation can not affect it at all, whether you have great credit or not, a lot of money or not. If you can find a great real estate deal and understand how to do that, the world is yours financially. And so, so when you share this with a family member or someone, some people are just going to be negative, period, because most people, which is okay, we have the mindset because that's how we're trained in school and church, whatever, every walk of life, get you a job, boom, hey, work 40 years and happily ever after, which that mindset is subsiding because of, you know, the way things are now, mainly because of the internet. You know, the youth don't think that way as we did when I was coming up. But so when you share an opportunity with a family member that you hadn't made any money from yet, then you're going to probably hear some negative comments from it because they never heard of it before. And so they're going to automatically just say you can't do this. Right.
Right.
And because they never heard of it before, a lot of times people are going to be like, it's a scam. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to have those family members, in a lot of cases, dead broke, that always got an opinion about something that they have no clue about. Them the worst ones. Not saying that someone that doesn't have money can't teach you something. That's crazy to think that.
But they have it.
But they shouldn't speak on stuff they know nothing about. Just because you hadn't heard of it
doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Right? When I hear something I hadn't heard, I get excited because I know that there's more stuff out there that I don't know about than I do know about. Who doesn't get that?
Them.
Remember, most money is made in a couple of different ways. When people make above average money, is they're going to do stuff that the average person is not willing to do or don't even know exist. A combination of those.
They're innovative. They come up
yes,
with things.
They don't have, a lot of times it's not really innovative. You just get exposed to something that the masses don't know exist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And just think about it like this. As many ways it is to spend money, guess what? It's just as many ways to make money.
Yeah.
Because every time you spend money, somebody's making the money. I don't care what it is. Somebody's making the money. So when you have those families, so my suggestion, when you have a family member, a friend, or combination of those that are negative because of something that you're pursuing, regardless of what it is, just stop telling them about it. You know, do it discreetly. Educate yourself discreetly, right? Mm-hmm. If you're one of those people, by what they say really affects you on whether you're going to be productive or not, or being able to have the what's the word I'm looking for, Adrian? The motivation to continue to do something. Mm-hmm. You almost like you have to hide it from them. If you're in one of those situations and you know yourself, if you need to hide it from every time they come in the room, just already, and you're on your laptop and you're watching some videos or something, number one, probably need to listen to it with some earbuds or headphones or something. Mm-hmm. When they come in the room, just already have another tab up, the National Geographic or something, or Netflix or something, some foolishness, you know, that they probably love encourage you to do. You know what I'm saying? So if you know you're in the situations, educate and proceed discreetly if that's an option. And then when you make that money, guess what happens?
Hand out.
Hands out.
Gimme.
Now what was that you was doing now?
Ooh, that sounds so good. That's smart. Look at baby.
It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Okay. So there you have it. Don't let the naysayers in your family make you think this isn't a great way to start start investing in real estate. Get out there and do it regardless of what they say. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, boom. So remember, guys, we got a new sheriff in town. We want a partner. This video here, which I'm going to do a more updated one, but this one here is going to share how we're going to get down now and make this happen. We want to all make some money out here because I failed you guys, so I have to simplify it, right? Ooh, okay. It's only going to benefit everyone that's involved.
Okay. All right. So hold on. Ruth Ann, who's in California, wanted you to know that her husband is from a small town in Alabama called Lynette, is right next to West Point, Georgia, home of the Kia plant.
Yeah, Lynette is over there, sort of like Phoenix City, I think, and all up in that area, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think, yeah.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
You ain't have to do that. Brandy Yang, I do agree with you. Wholesaling is like the first skill you need to get into real estate.
Yeah, it teaches you how to find great real estate deals.
Okay. What do you think about Clubhouse?
When it initially was really out or whatever, I just kept saying I need to be on I just never made it happen. Okay. I have an account, you know, but I just never made it happen.
Okay.
Yeah, Lynette is like northeast of Opelika. So when you're on 85, if you pass by the Opelika and Auburn exit, you just keep going and that'll take you up to Lynette. You know, soon you'll cross over into Georgia. So it's north of Columbus too, also.
All right. So what about ROAR? ROOR for texting. ROAR.
I don't. That's you know, no. TEXT to 205-964-5243. See, Batch Leads is set up for you as a wholesaler. It's set up specifically for wholesaling.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Black Diamond, you're right. Get money 2023. Get money. What you say, Hans?
Yeah. All right. So we've been rolling pretty hard. Over an hour. Okay. Boom. We got it in. All right, so guys, really appreciate Adria being here. Renika should be here next week. And I hope we got a lot of good content in here. Make sure if you didn't get your questions answered, post them in the comment section of any video. Subscribe and like subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, share. You subscribe, make sure you tap the little bell so you turn on the notification. So when we do go live, you get alerted by YouTube. And when I upload new videos like I should be doing this weekend, you will be alerted also. So if you already subscribed to my channel, tap the little bell, hit all, so you are alerted when all of the good stuff happens. So boom. Really appreciate everybody again for joining us, Robert and the Health G Mom. And who was Money Man? One more guy, one more person joined us live.
Mr. Thompson?
No, one more
Fred?
guy. Yeah, Fred.
Yeah.
So anyway, so if nothing else, we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Holla.
Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. You text me then I'll text you back. If you text me then I'll text you back. TikTok, you don't stop. I will help you make your paper stack. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? 215-964-5243. Yep.